Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Drave.
And I'm Wezo.
And this is Chip Newton, who has come back to ask us a question on today's episode of the Talk of Teronus with Wezo and Drave. We've got a really good show, don't we, Wezo?
It's awesome. Bam.
In the meantime, though, I think Chip said he had a question he wanted to ask us.
Bring it, Chip. Bring it,
Go
Chip.
ahead.
Well, the question really is for Dave, because I know his expertise on all things European.
Well, anything you ask
Scandinavian.
anything you ask of me will be shared.
I'm right here. I'm listening.
Be shared by
Okay.
Wezo, because
Well,
we are a team.
There on the map, there's a country in Scandinavia known as Finland, and
Right.
I was just wondering
The Finns.
what is the Finnish word for pizza?
It's rigas.
Rigas.
Rigas. You go into it. You go into the pew bar. That's what they call the
The
restaurant,
what?
the pew bars. And you say, "I want a rigas," and they say, "Do you want that with?" And it's amazing in Scandinavia. Everyone speaks like Italian. So do you want the pepperoni with that? No, just
Well,
plain
with a Scandinavian
rigas
accent.
with blanc cheese. That's white.
You have to
cheese.
actually be careful. What I'm told, if you say it rigas, that means salmon.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But the most famous is
Inflection is everything.
The most
Yeah.
famous,
Yeah.
the most famous event that has happened about that is that when you buy one of those and you give it to a friend and you say, and your friend is named Mr. Broad, and you say, "Give my regards to Broadway."
His name's Mr. Broad.
Mr. Broad.
Mr. Broad.
Mr.
Mr.
Ragnar.
Broad.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, and I'm glad
Yeah.
because we like to keep our viewers informed about things like that.
Yeah.
And I think I might have learned something.
You might have.
And so, enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll see you.
And remember,
It's all about us,
Well,
including
yeah.
Chip this time.
Oh, hey, thanks.
And cut.
Live from the Tone Lounge at the Institute for Tone Science in downtown Greensboro, Megatone Amps presents the Talk of Teronus with Wezo and Drave, featuring Chuck Cotton and the Talk of Teronus Rimshot Band. Tonight's special guest, Sam Frazier. So now, ladies and gentlemen, and Nell Davians everywhere, here's Wezo and Drave.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Talk of Teronus with Wezo and Drave. I'm Drave.
I'm Wezo.
And Wezo, tell them who we have with us today.
And we got my friend Sam Frazier on the show.
Sam
Sam's
Frazier.
a certified badass. He's got a sticker and everything.
How would you describe Sam to people that
Well,
don't know?
this is the way I think about it. I think he's kind of like Lowell George-ish kind of thing.
I'll take it.
I mean, I like your songwriting, I like your singing, I like your playing. You got it all. You're
Yeah.
triple threat.
And the thing I wanted to ask you was, like, have you always been this good looking?
No.
No. It was hard
Just
when you were-
recently
Yeah,
I
that's true.
bloomed.
You bloomed recently.
Bloomed.
Yeah, I remember you from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? That's so.
You remember how ugly he used to be? Is that what you're
I'm
saying?
not going there. So Sam, tell us a little bit about what your musical influences were at growing up and when you started playing.
Besides Lowell Mason.
Besides who? Lowell
George.
Mason.
Lowell Mason founded this country.
Well, I started playing piano when I was a little kid. I don't remember how old I was.
Yeah.
And, I took lessons for a year and then I got a drum set.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, and you're still a good piano player today. I didn't know you started on piano, though.
Yeah.
Did not know that either.
And then when I was 15, I got a guitar. And
What was the first song you learned how to play?
the first song I remember playing in front of anybody was Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's got a lot of chords in it. Most
It
people
had-
learn just like 2 chord songs to begin with.
Well, I remember trying to learn New Morning by Bob Dylan, and I remember it took forever to get from an E chord to an A chord. So anytime I'm teaching guitar now, I remember that feeling and go, "Look, man, just keep doing this."
Yeah, right.
Can you remember the day and the feeling you had when you discovered the B chord?
No, the B chord on guitar is best not to even think about.
It's
I know,
elusive.
I know. It's hard to do.
Yeah, they shouldn't have even had the.
It's a whole other class of chords.
It
And
is.
speaking of Rocky Raccoon, the first song you learned, I saw Paul McCartney.
Yeah, I know you did.
the other day. Man, that was like a religious experience.
Yeah,
for me.
I
It was really
bet.
cool.
I wish I had an opportunity to go, but I didn't take it.
I bet he's going to do another tour. I mean, the guy just keeps going, kind of like you. I mean, I think you really are. I mean, you've always been recognized as a great talent, but you are really kind of blooming now. You're in so many different projects. You're playing with Martha Bassett. You've got Tornado gets together every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you've got you do a lot of solo songwriting things. So
Yep.
I'll be scanning the festival pages and it'll say Sam Frazier, singer-songwriter.
Yeah, yeah.
He can play literally any kind of style. You're an excellent guitar player. I like it.
I appreciate it.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about Songbag coming out in December. The Piedmont Songbag.
We got a thing called the Piedmont Songbag, and we've done it every year, most every year for umpteen years.
I think it's been 20 years.
It's been around 20.
Where do you do that?
We do it at the Blind Tiger.
Cool.
And Don Morgan is involved with that, right?
It's Don's baby.
Don is Piedmont Songbag.
Don is the most creative individual I've ever known.
Wow.
That's saying a lot.
That says something because you know me and Wezo.
I do. But Don doesn't
Really
care.
something.
Don's going to do it. You know, he's going to write a book. He's going to write a song.
Season 3, first guest.
It ought to be
Morgan.
Don Morgan.
Don Morgan.
We'll have our people book that.
I'll give you a hint. He wrote a
Get
book
to work on
called
that.
he wrote a book called The Nurse of Terror Island that everyone owes it to themselves.
I need to see that.
Find a copy.
And you are you read a lot.
I do.
You're very
So
versed
I
in
would
novels.
know.
And so
Hey,
you're saying he's a good writer.
Who's on the Piedmont Songbag?
The Piedmont Songbag is Don Morgan,
Of course.
Cliff Greeson,
Wow.
and Becky Raker from Tornado.
Tornado, yeah.
Those guys.
And Tom Shepard,
Tom Shepard.
Oh, yeah.
bass player,
Yeah.
and Jack Wilkins.
Oh, Jack Wilkins.
He comes up from Tampa.
Yeah, sax player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played with you in Tornado.
Yeah,
didn't he?
he's frightening sax player.
Yeah,
He
I
comes
played
up and plays
him,
with
so-
us, and myself, and we play mostly original music that Don wrote the words to, and I wrote the music to, and we do a set of Christmas music that we wrote.
Cool. Who doesn't like Christmas music?
But
It's not your grandfather's Christmas music.
Yeah, you're not telling the whole story because there's like all kinds of outlandish costumes and props and things
Well,
like
you know,
that.
Don likes to wear a hat.
Yeah, Don wears
He's
a
a
hat.
hat guy.
The rest of us just wear shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's
But it's not just have yourself a merry little Christmas. It's
No.
pretty wild
It's an
affair.
extravaganza, and it's very funny. They're very funny songs.
Yeah.
So
And that's
everybody come out to see Sam Frazier and the rest of
The
the
Piedmont Songbag.
December 20th at the Blind Tigers.
That's
Yes,
right.
probably
and
what,
it'll
8?
be a fairly early show, 7 or 8ish.
That's cool. We love early shows.
Now, also before we leave, I want to thank you for your contribution to the Healing Blues album. Sam was the guitar player on many of the songs on the album, and kind of the glue that held a lot of the songs together.
He played 5 guitar parts on my tune.
I know.
It was
And he
great.
came up with the ending on your tune.
That is
That was an accident.
So it was
Genius.
So we give all our guests a bag of Meldavia.
Hey, a fabulous parting gift.
Hey,
And you can put all the kinds of stuff that you like in there.
that would all fit here.
You can keep your songwriting journal in there and just carry it around with you. Whenever you carry it, be sure that this is facing out.
That's right. It's the law. And thank you so much for having come to our show.
Oh, man,
And
I've
we
been
loved
waiting.
having you.
And thank you for having us in your home.
We're going to be
tonight.
back in just a second with our musical guest,
We're going
Sam
to play some
Frazier.
music.
Thanks, guys.
Sam Frazier. Georgia.
On a rainy Monday morning, that's the day I was born in a one-room share coffee shop. They say my mama left me the same day that she had me. Said she'd hit the road and never once looked back. I just thought I'd mention my grandpa's old age pension. That's the reason I'm standing here today. All my country learning, milling and a churning, picking cotton, baling hay and raising hay. Hey, I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born together like you are. With that wiggle in your walking and that big city talk and your brand new Plymouth ragtop car. Well, it's a hurry up and wait in this world of give and take. You know haste and makes a waste every time. I pray to my soul when you hear them angels roll. You best believe I'm gonna get my share of mine. Well, I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I wasn't born no yesterday. Got a good Christian raising and an 8th grade education. Ain't no need in y'all treat me this way. Treat me this way. Ain't no need in y'all treat me this way. Ain't no need in y'all treat me.
All right, we'd like to thank Sam Frazier, the Collabative, Dan Leslie at megatoneamps.com,
Chuck Cotton and the Talk Of Teronus Rimshot Band featuring Chuck Cotton, Roger Cores. I'm Drave.
I'm Wezo.
Remember, it's all about us. And Sam Frazier, too. Take one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's all right. And go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Talk Of Teronus with Wezo and Drave. I'm Drave.
I'm Wezo.
Who do we have with us today, Wezo?
Then we got Sam Frazier on the show.
Sam Frazier.
Sam Frazier is, well, this is the way I think about Sam. I think of you kind of as our local old George guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a badass.
Thank you.
Certified.
I got a sticker to prove it.
Hang on, we have a phone call.
I'm sorry.
It's Lowell George.
It's Lowell George, everybody.
Let's
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
From the ether.
I'm sorry.